Well, greetings, friends. It's time for another collage with Denise in Denise's Dancing Paintbrush. Here I am with another cat. Well, two cats. I draw it first very lightly in pencil so you can just barely see it there, using my photo reference, and then I start putting in my backgrounds. I know my table looks very messy, but what can I say? It's covered with torn and cut pieces of paper from magazines, so it's going to look messy, but there's some order in my madness, really. And so I start tearing them and putting them all together in rather a random approach, but mostly I want the dark greens to be near the top and for them to get lighter as they go down toward the bottom of the paper, where the tabletop that they're sitting on is almost white. And I figured that this dark background would make the cats stand out better. And even so, I had put sort of an outline in the end around the taller cat on the left. But that's okay. It worked. Whatever works. We've had a couple of shows this month, which is really interesting and actually unusual. Usually in July we take the month off in our Society of West Coast Artists because people get very busy, they take vacations, it's almost too hot to go out and do anything, but hey, storefronts are still open, and so we had a couple of shows. One is still going on in downtown Fresno. And I think the nice thing is to, get the paintings up off the floor, behind the couch, under the bed, wherever you stuff your work. Get them out there and get them seen. Even if you don't sell anything, even if there are no awards or, judging being done, getting your work seen is a big boost to your morale. It helps you to motivate you to create more. I find it motivates you to see other people's work and not copy them. You never want to copy, but you get inspiration from other people as well. I know I do. And to be out in the public, we artists, we're loners. What can I say? We like to be alone with our artwork, and we tend to become out of touch with the public and what they want. That's not to say that you want to cater to what people want more than to yourself and your own muse. I often find people suggesting that I do this subject or that subject so that I can sell more. Well, that's fine. But if I don't like that subject, if I'm not inspired by that subject, like nudes, I'm not inspired by nudes. What can I tell you? I'll leave that for the artists who are really inspired by that and do a wonderful job. But I love animals and children, and that floats my boat, as it were. And why should I pick a subject that means relatively nothing to me and try to make it beautiful when I'm not inspired by it? seems so counterproductive. Another friend suggested that I do some wine bottles. Well, I hate wine. I know I'm unusual, I'm weird, but I never drink. I don't like the taste. And so why should I create, artwork with something that just doesn't do anything for me? I remember reading once that an artist was requested to do a specific subject. I think it was an animal, a pet portrait, and it wasn't his favorite thing. He didn't care for it. He wasn't inspired by it, but he did it, and the piece sold, and he got several commissions. And suddenly he found himself doing a subject he really, maybe he doesn't hate it, but he didn't like it, over and over again when it wasn't his favorite thing. And that's the rut you get into if you fall into that trap of doing something somebody suggests rather than what you love to do. You could easily find yourself being pigeonholed as a pet portrait artist, or I love pets. I love animals, so that wouldn't hurt my feelings at all. But I could see how you could easily get trapped into that. And because of my friend, I did do one wine bottle, and it looked nice. But again, I don't want to do that anymore. I wasn't inspired by it. It didn't do anything for me. If I'm left to my own devices, I'll never frame it, or save it for any purpose, enter it in an art show. I didn't care for it. So there's that. So as you can see, I'm just layering papers, and they're all torn on this. I wanted the rough edges, at least on these cats. I was wise enough not to try and do every single hair separately, which is a trap. You can easily fall into that and want to do lots of little hairs. I'm down to the whiskers, so I'm cutting little white pieces of paper, doing an outline around the ears, and putting on whiskers. You can see the eyes on this cat that I created earlier. I cut out the black outline and then put a green cut piece over it and a black pupil. All that was done earlier, and then I set them to one side. It's just easiest to glue them early and then have them ready to put into place. The same with the nose and the mouth. Oh, and the stripes on this cat on the left, my camera went off, so these stripes got put on last, off camera. What do you think? Did I capture the kitty and his tiger striped companion? I tried. Voila, and here they are. do hope you like watching all of this and hearing me talk about art and my take on a subject matter. You can see I added a few words. There's a little bird on the left and a lady drinking water. Thanks so much for watching till the end. I sure appreciate everyone who subscribes to my channel. It just does a wonderful thing for my heart. Do give me a thumbs up and check out some of my links. I'll see you all next time. Bye everyone.